Okay, now I push it. So I will just do a short recap for the recording purposes. So this lesson, it's about creating the foundation for meditation, and we will do this by uh, learning again and speaking again about Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali, the yoga with eight limbs or 8 parts. And the first part, it's called yama, things that you should not do. But the things that you should not do, Patanjali understands them more like do the opposite of those. And this is called, again, Pratipaksha Bhavana, contemplating the opposite of what you want to overcome, go past. So the first yama, the first thing that you should not do, it's not non-violence. The word ahimsa means actually do not kill, do not harm. But this is not abstaining from harming someone, and harming means that is not just physical violence, pushing, beating, such kind of things, but also verbal violence, speaking something that you know will hurt someone, saying you are ugly, you are stupid, you are, I don't know, or saying something that you know that will create suffering in someone. And again, it's about mental violence, thinking ways to harm someone. So this is the abstaining part. The positive part, the pratipaksha bhavana, it's about contemplating love, contemplating kindness, contemplating compassion. How can I practice this? How can I bring more love? How can I bring more kindness around me? Smiling, saying a kind word to someone that is in suffering, embracing someone that hurts, or not just people that hurt or they are hurt or suffering, but anybody. Just bring joy, just bring love and kindness. This is practicing ahimsa. It's more like embracing everything. And the reason that we speak about this in the meditation context, it's because this creates a positive mental state. It's very simple, yes. If you are thinking uh, about violence and how to harm someone or making suffering because he make you suffering, he made you suffer, so uh, you will reply to him with the same thing, then your mind is very agitated and it's troubled and it has problems to concentrate and to meditate, to create stillness and peace inside, for sure. So, in cultivating love, kindness, and compassion, you actually create a mental ground which is very good for meditation. Yes, it's very good to sustain meditation. Otherwise, you are agitated, you are furious, you are angry, and this is not good. And you see, it's not about just yoga when we speak about this nonviolence. In Christianity, it's the same. You know, what Jesus brings us new with Christianity is exactly this. Don't respond to uh, violence with violence. You know the thing. The one who raised the sword will perish by the sword, or all kind of these things. Because the old law that Jesus wanted to replace was that eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You do me harm, I will do a bigger harm to you, and you will do a bigger harm to me, and I will do a bigger harm. It's a vicious circle that uh, we see all around us, because people are hurt and hurt someone in return, and that hurts someone else, and the suffering is perpetuating. And actually, before Jesus, also Buddha said the same. He said, every time you abstain from doing something bad, that bad things perish from the world, disappears from the world, because you don't let him go past you. Uh, yeah. So if someone hurts you, saying something mean to you, or if you don't do it back, you stop the karmic circle there. By forgiving, by giving back kindness and love, you stop this karmic circle there. And for sure it's difficult, because the society around is like this. Someone hurts you, hurt him back. Someone hits you, hit him back. If you are too small or too, go to someone powerful to hit them back. So it's this kind of attitude that just promotes more violence. And for the mind is very hurtful, because we are frustrated, because we are so small and we cannot respond with the kind of violence that world does to us, and is not good for the mind. So for this reason, to practice ahimsa means to learn to love back, respond with love. Yeah, like Jesus said, turn the other cheek. For sure, my recommendation, if someone hurts you, run. Don't stay, don't turn the other cheek, just run. But don't take a stick and hit him back. Yes, run. And sure, it's better to learn to run than to fight. So this is about ahimsa. Yes, it's good for meditation to have a loving and compassionate mind and attitude, and be kind. Smile more often, embrace people more often, do kind things, help someone in need. When you see someone in need, don't turn your back, just go and help him. This will create this kind of peaceful attitude. The next yama, it's called satya. Satya means truth. And the abstaining part is do not lie. Yes, do not tell things that you know that are not true. But what should you do? Because you see, the active part of truth is to search for the truth, which is more difficult than just abstaining for lying. Because what is the truth? What is the real truth of this world, of everything? So you have to meditate, to think about what is the reality of this world. Who am I? It's a search for truth. Yes, the truth of your existence. Because you say, I am this name or that name, I am this or I am that, or but is this the truth of your person? When someone asks you who you are and you say your name, is that who you are? So I'm not saying that you have to respond to someone when he asks you who you are with a philosophical lecture about the self and God and such. But yeah, you understand what means to search for the truth. Just don't just think, okay, I will not tell an obvious lie. I know that thing is not true, and I will not. And for sure, this is an entire debate about how to be truthful without uh, without breaking the ahimsa part. Because yeah, someone come to you and ask you, this dress is looking good on me, and maybe it's not looking so good. You will not tell that person, you look awful, go change or something. Yeah, but yeah, I give you this, but the classical example is more dramatic. If someone comes to you to look for shelter, and because it's followed by someone who wants to do harm to him, to, I don't know, beat him or kill him, and you hide that person, and the aggressor comes to you and asks you, where is that person? And if you want to be truthful, you will say is there, and that person will be beaten or killed. Then you don't really respect the truthfulness, because you do harm to that person, even if you tell the truth. And here is the classical story about Socrates. I don't know if you know the story with Socrates, with the way that you will regard the truth. And he put three things that you have to think about it when you say something to respect the truth. And the story goes that you know the story, or you don't know? Okay, I will tell you. So a disciple of Socrates come to Socrates very in a hurry and said, Socrates, I have something important to tell to you. Uh, and the background is that that student heard that the wife of Socrates is cheating on Socrates with someone else. So he came to gossip this to Socrates. But Socrates said, stop. And think about this. Are you sure that what you are about to tell me is the truth? And the disciple said, I am not very sure. I heard about this and I want to tell you, but I'm not sure that it's 100% the truth. So you are not sure. I'm not very sure. What you about what you are about to tell me, it's something good? No, it's not good. It's quite bad. It's something very awful. Okay. The third thing, what you are about to tell me, it's useful? It's not quite useful, but you have to know this. So Socrates said, okay, if you are not sure that is true, is not a good thing, and is not an useful thing, then it's better not to say it. So you see, when you speak something, it's good to, yeah, you cannot always stay to meditate. Okay, it's the very truth, it's useful, it's something good. But for sure, when it's something important, it's better to think about this. Just saying the truth for the sake of the truth is not always a good thing. Just saying something just to fill the silence because you feel awkward that you don't say anything, again, is not something good. And if you did some silent retreats, you maybe saw that after a period of silence, you are more aware of what you are about to say. You will not speak randomly about, I don't know, conspiracy theories or something. You try to speak something that is from the heart. It's something good, it's something useful, and is expressing your inner truth. And from the meditation point of view, again, it's about searching for that deepest truth of your being. All the other things are called illusions, and the illusion is actually a lie. Yes, because in a way you lie to yourself when you think I am this body, or I am only this body, or I am this mind, or I am this personality, or I am this tendency, or I am this memory, or something. So for this reason, the truth is very useful in meditation, because it's something that you have to find deep in yourself. And your deep truth is the truth of the whole world. Yes, this unity. And then the next yama, I don't know if the order is exactly this, but for sure is not that important, the order, but to think about them. The next one is called asteya. Asteya, it means to do not steal. Do not take something that doesn't belong to you. And for sure, we think about, okay, I do not steal. Usually, I do not take something that is not mine. Or if I take something that is not mine, maybe I take it by accident, and when I become aware of this, I return it to the person that owns it. Or in spirituality, is like nobody owns anything, because everything is God's possession, so I can use anything because it's not someone's. But actually, what is the Pratipaksha Bhavana in this case is do not have desires, because the origin of stealing is having desires for things or for ideas, because yeah, we have copyright now. So stealing is not about taking something, but to have desire for things. And also it's about do not do not harm, because if someone is very attached to something, and you take that something from that person will suffer for sure. So it's on one part, it's about having no desires, and on the other part, it's doing not trying not to do harm to anybody, not creating suffering. And for sure, I think the lack of desire, it's clearly why it's good for meditation, because your mind is so much calmer if you don't think about something that you want or something that you think you need. It's difficult to not have desires, for sure, because we look at our life from the point of view of desires. And when I speak to different persons about this discovering of yourself, and having that feeling that you have anything that you want, and you are anything that you can be, so you don't desire anything, the persons are looking at me, "Oh, wait a minute, but why am I waking in the morning if I have no things that I want?" what is the purpose of my life if I don't have any desires? But it's a wrong thing to uh, think about, because the life is not about fulfilling desires. The life it's in itself about enjoying what it is. So you can exist and do things without wanting something uh, in return. And for sure, we go to work because we are paid for this. Yes. And we will use that payment to fulfill desires, for sure, because that is the reason. And again, we have families, we have people that depend on us, so we have to work not for fulfilling our desires, but to fulfill their desires. But we can look at life from this point of view of, I don't want something because I am enough by myself. But it's like a child's play, you know. I play the role of employee to receive the salary give the to give to my child the life that he wants. But for me, I don't need actually anything. Sure, my body to function need food. My body to be in good health need shelter, need house. So there are things that are in the natural order of existence. So I don't need to want them. They are part of my existence. So it's a bit uh, we need a bit to contemplate this. How can you live without wanting something? Because the desire part comes from a feeling of something is missing. I miss something. And if I fulfill that missing part of me, I will feel whole again and I will feel good again. But if I am already whole and I am already good, then the life is just the life. It flows. And again, from the point of view of meditation, having no strong desires, because again, we can have some desires. Maybe I like uh, bananas. It's not a problem that I like bananas. The problem comes from the moment I want a banana now and I don't have any banana here. So I go fetch some bananas from the market because I cannot live without bananas. Then is a problem, yes. Because my mind becomes agitated by this desire. How can I fulfill my desire now? Like a little joke, now it's like a thing that you have to drink water. When I started doing yoga more than 30 years ago, nobody had a bottle of water with him. So we do like 3 hours of yoga without drinking any water. But now all the persons that come to a yoga class has a bottle of water, and in the middle of an asana, when everybody is in silence, they drink water. So you see, the people want to fulfill their desires in that moment. They cannot wait. They cannot endure any moment without fulfilling their desire in that moment. On You see, this is a problem when you cannot exist without I don't know, without drinking water 5 to 5 minutes. The next one, it's called aparigraha. Aparigraha means do not possess more than you can use. Uh, do not accumulate things, not just things, but also ideas, practices. Yes, you see a lot of people in spirituality. They are not so much about accumulating things, but they are accumulating initiations, techniques, practices that they then do not practice, they do not use. So they break this aparigraha. Learn if you can use it. Then, if you don't use it, then what's the point? For sure, it's good. I don't want to say that it's not good to go to be in presence of people that have spiritual aspiration, to be in a community, and these moments, I don't know, when it's offered on initiation and people gather together, it's a good place to amplify your own aspiration and your own desire to practice and to discover yourself. But if you go there just to have another thing, oh, I am having another initiation, so I am better than that person that doesn't have that initiation. I am a little bit more because I have more. Aparigraha comes from this uh, state of mind in which I am more because I have more. So the more I have, the more I am. That is a fallacy. That is not true. Yeah, from the spiritual point of view, you have to be more to be more. It's not about what you have, but what you are. So the problem is not that you go to various places to learn various things. If you go there just to share the spiritual aspiration and the spiritual practice, but if you go there just to accumulate things and uh, be like wealthy man in spirituality, then it's a problem, because appears again this desire, I want more, I want more. For sure, in some traditions, aparigraha is meant also in a way that don't accept gifts if you don't use them. So uh, in our society is not good to not accept gifts, because again we come to ahimsa. You do harm to someone which is well meaning, so he wants to bring you joy or to make you happy, giving you a gift, and you say no, 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 I don't want anything from you because I am spiritual, I don't have desires, and I respect aparigraha. So don't do that. If someone gives you something, thank him, and then find a use for that gift. If you cannot use it, give it to someone else that can use it. And it's the same with your clothes or your shoes. If you don't use them, give them to someone that can use them. If you don't wear some uh, sweater or some clothes for more than 2 or 3 years, then you you better give it to someone that needs that sweater or clothes. Uh, and the same with the shoes. So living simple, it's about this aparigraha. And again, it's good for the mind, because if you are using everything that you have, then you create something good for your life, for the people around you. If you just accumulate things thinking that having more is being more, then it's a problem. Yes. And the last yama, it's called brahmacharya, and the actual word means following Brahman, following God. But it came to be understood more like don't squander your energies. Don't uh, how do I say it? Don't uh, throw away your energies, and then become to be about sexuality. Don't throw away your sexual energies. And for sure, here are two accepted ways. Uh, do not do any kind of sexual thing. So be abstinent, be complete monk, or don't do anything sexual. Or if you do something sexual, do not uh, misuse your energies. What this means for our mind, it's do not think about sexuality or yeah. The balance is needed here also, because if you are in a relationship and you want intimacy and to have a deep relationship, then the sexuality is part of that. But you see, the way you look at this is different than looking at sexuality just to satisfy a new urge, desire. Oh, I cannot do without sex, so I have to do it. Come here and do it with me. Yeah. This kind of attitude is problematic. If you think about sexuality as of your relationship, or about your intimacy with someone that you love, and you want to express this intimacy in various ways in which sexuality is part of this, then it's not a problem. But when you become obsessed with pleasure and satisfying that pleasure, then for sure your mind is very agitated and you have problem. For this reason, in all the traditions, all the spiritual traditions, there are these kind of practices of abstinence. So I will not even think about sexuality, so my mind will not be disturbed by it. And we have Buddhist monks, we have Hindu monks, we have Muslim monks, we have Christian monks, all these people that are actually refusing even to think about it, because it's such a powerful thing that can disturb the mind. Unfortunately, because it's a natural urge, it's like in our DNA we are programmed to have sexual desires. Just to deny them usually creates more harm than good. Yeah, and for this reason we see all these scandals in Catholicism, when the priests are not allowed to marry, so they do all kind of things. Or in the monasteries, when we heard about all kind of awful things. It's not that all the monks or all the priests are doing it, but for sure, if you cannot sublimate that energy or make use of it in a creative way, then it comes to control you or manifest in a harmful way. So again, if you cannot use it in a positive way, then it's better not to think about it. Think about something else. So in this case, the origin of the word following Brahman, following God, it's a key to what you should do. Let your energies follow God, follow Brahman, not let them follow your uh, programming, because again, this is a programming. We are programmed to search for sex because, yeah, we are in a small way or in a big way just animals that want to procreate, and our mind sure are thinking, oh, it's not about procreation, it's about pleasure, it's about anything else, but we actually are programmed to want. Again, if it's about your relationship and it's a part of your intimacy with someone else, and it's about love and expressing that love in various way, then it's not a problem, because it's coming from the heart, and it's coming from a peaceful place. But if it's just about desire and fulfilling that desire and attraction, and you are obsessed with it, then it becomes a problem, and you have to at first abstain from it, because this is the abstaining part, and then the positive way, follow Brahman, orient, uh, direct your energies towards spirituality and towards something creative. So this is about yamas, creating a mental space that is good for meditation. It's not about just forcing you to abstain from something, but creating this good mental space. And to summarize, be kind, yes, be kind, love and compassion, have less desires, search for truth, do not accumulate things that you cannot use, and do not throw your energies away, orient them to God. And in this way, you see, the spiritual practice becomes your life. A lot of the things that people are struggling with is, how can I find time to practice spirituality? Because I don't have time. But this is because we think about spirituality when we just sit in a meditation pose or doing asanas or bhajans or something. But the actual spirituality is living a life of spirituality, living a spiritual life. Yes, this is the actual practice. It's not about when you stay in meditation. It's about that too, but not just about that. Because otherwise we create two separate lives. The life that we do when we go to work or with our families or something, and the life that we have when we meditate. And we say, oh, I want more of the spiritual life, I want more meditation because I struggle with. But there is no difference, it's the same life. It's about how you live it, how you live your life. It's more spiritual or not so spiritual. So being aware of how your mind is in each moment, cultivating kindness, compassion, love, detachment, orienting your energies towards spiritual goals, using everything that life offers you to become more spiritual, become better in what you do, then you have a spiritual life. Then you practice each moment of your life. And when you sit to formally meditate, you are more prepared than if you come running and I will just sit half an hour and it's enough, I am satisfied. The formal meditation, when we sit, is just to help us to be more prepared for the life, for this kind of spiritual life. Yes. And then is not that we don't have time, we have the whole life as the field of our practice, of our spiritual practice. But for sure, we start with small steps. We just contemplate how how can I bring more love, kindness, and compassion in my life? How can I live more simple without surrounding me with things that give me the sensation that I am more? How can I have just beautiful desires to, I don't know, love more, be more compassionate? This is a good desire to have. So, if you have some questions, now is the moment. Otherwise, we start to meditate.